voy a hacer pedazos! Me hace cosquillas.
¡Primera ronda! ¡Que empiece!
Su poder de la mano. Esto funcionó. Listo. Esto funcionó. Listo. Se acabó. Es nuestra oportunidad. Terminé. Listo. Estilo de fuego. Supongo que listo. Estilo de fuego. Esto funcionará. ¡Deténlo! Necesitas ayuda. La guardia. Listo. Poder de la mano derecha. Poder de mano derecha. Supongo. Esto funcionará. Poder de la mano. Supongo. Necesitas ayuda. Supongo que usaré esto.
¡Tenemos un vencedor! Segunda ronda. ¡Que empiece!
Esto funciona.
Necesitas ayuda.
Listo. Poder de la mano.
Estilo de fuego.
Me toca. Listo. Supongo que es liberación de la canción. Esto funcionará.
Estilo de ¡deténlo!
Supongo que usaré esto.
Necesitas
Supongo
ayuda.
que usaré esto. Esto funcionará. Repítelo. Supongo que usaré
¡Tenemos un vencedor!
Uh, hey, can you hear me? I think the mic was off. Hold on. Well, it's been quite some time. Hold on. I may have to rearrange the audio. Okay, it's good now. Okay, good. Yeah. Yeah, what's up? It's been quite some time. And needless to say, it's been quite hectic on my part. I think like the last time I streamed was like in April, I think. It was March or April. Yeah. But hey, at least this game now has a couple of good updates, so especially from like the last time, because like the last time I I played this on stream, like I wouldn't say the game was broken, but it was definitely close to broken, pretty damn close to broken, because of all the super armor. I think you could pick up combos by using kunai. They took that away. What else did they change? They did improve on the matchmaking just a little bit. Now you can like I guess refuse battles from people, but the only issue is that you don't know whether or not you're facing them again. It's still like an improvement. Storm 4 still had like the better online experience, but it's something, I guess. The rage quitting, yeah, I've actually played a couple of matches before now. There's almost like no rage quitting, at least based on what I've seen thus far, because players are punished now for rage quitting. If they do it too many times, I think they're locked out for a set period of time, and they lose battle points. So now nowadays, I think almost like no one is rage quitting now. So that's actually a humongous plus in my book, because back then you could just rage quit whenever you wanted to. There was actually like one guy I faced where every time he was about to lose, just bam, rage quitted. So yeah, it's a definite improvement from last time. And yeah, we also got a couple of DLC characters as well. I think Crew and I, who else? What's his face? Kawaki, and was Momoshiki still around when I last played this? Maybe was he? I don't remember. If he was around then, too bad, I guess. The only issues I have now is that I wish I could see who I'm going to fight before accepting, because Storm 4 still had it like the best, so because I'm trying to see this from like a game development standpoint, from like a game developer standpoint. It's probably because they want their player base to actually like fight each other, because I'm not sure if this did happen in Storm 4, but I guess depending on who you were fighting, people would just kick other players off from their lobbies. But I don't know. In my opinion, there's players that I want to play against, and there's other players that I don't want to play against. Whether it be because the skill gap is too high, or they play cheaply, I kind of want to know, before I fight them. Too bad. Nice. Yeah, after the strikes, so that they should start de-ranking players. Yeah, definitely. Oh yes, the new Bleach game. Yes, I have heard of it. Definitely. It's okay. So far, I am excited, but at the same time, just a little bit worried. So far, the game looks fantastic, especially on the graphics side, in my opinion, because it kind of looks like an upgraded version of Bleach Soul Resonance. That's that one Bleach mobile game that hasn't come out yet. It's still in development, I believe, but so far, like, I'm also digging the music. I really like the trailer music, as well as the most recent trailer music with Ichigo, Rukia, and Uryu. Like the song that's playing in the background, it's probably a battle music. I'm putting that in my my MP3 list in my phone the moment it gets like officially like released. I think the music is really gonna be good because I heard that the same the composer for the Bleach game is the same guy who did Neo: The World Ends With You, and I think a certain Final Fantasy game, I forgot which one, but or was it Kingdom Hearts? It was one of those games, but so far the game is looking pretty good. My only potential worries is that in the gameplay videos that I've seen so far, there are some moves that seem to have full invincibility for some of the characters. I think Rukia's, is it Byakurai, or was it her? It was one of her Kido attacks. It said that it gives her like it makes her invincible during the duration of that move. I hope that doesn't give a rise to cheap players. I hope it doesn't. Wait, that's because that was like an issue that Connections had, where I think even like Minato's Flying Raijin was straight up invincible. I can see that being a bit problematic down at least during online spaces. So hopefully it's nothing too extreme. Oh yes, and the terms they use, like Kompaku, Reiatsu. Because I'm kind of a Bleach fan, I kind of get those terms, but I do wonder what like a casual person would say about that. They probably don't know what Reiatsu or Kompaku is. But I don't know. If people can understand like Chakra from Naruto or Ki from Dragon Ball, it could be easy, or at least quick to understand for some. Hagoromo is still like annoying as always. Oops. Also, this game still has that one issue where sometimes the substitution button just doesn't work. So, what else about the game? Yeah, so far, wow. Hagoromo is okay. There you go. So far it's a 3D arena fighter. Hopefully it's good, because if the online play is good, then the community will stay alive. Hopefully enough time for a sequel that will have 1,000-year Blood War characters, because they say that it goes up to the Eisen arc, the Arrancar saga. So I'm expecting some Espada, but then I remember what's it called? Bleach versus Crusade. It's, in case you don't know, it's a Bleach game for the Wii. And it does cover the Arrancar saga, but only like the beginning parts of it, so it's missing some characters. My substitution isn't going back. There we go. Yeah, because it goes from like the beginning of the Arrancar saga to, I think it was like before Fake Karakura Town. So it's missing like Stark, Bargon, and some other characters. But hopefully Rebirth of Souls covers at least like most, if not all of the Arcane saga, because if not, it might be somewhat disappointing.
Ahora me hierve la sangre. Ay, eso. Usaré esto. Buena distancia. Buena.
Ah. Oh, that was close.
Es suficiente.
Yeah, and a couple of larger YouTubers are saying in terms of like Racing Kotaku. Yeah, complicated. Yeah, this game has chakra, has like Ryatsu, like kunai. Though, if it was me personally, if I was like in charge of developing Rebirth of Souls, I probably would. The health bar would be normal, but it's chakra slash MP gauge would be Ryatsu, but I feel like a quick training mode or like a battle demonstration should clear things. Oh my goodness, Hogrum was so like annoying as a support. Okay. Some that, and then it didn't fall off.
Adiós. De acuerdo. Ataque. Buena distancia. Buena distancia. Esto va a estar por ahí. Todo listo. Toma esto.
Yeah, I'm not speaking because I'm kind of on like hyper focus mode. Crap. Oh, damn it. Okay. I think they should have made the Bleach game a fighting game, most because everyone knows the story by now. Most people, I'd say that Bleach fans would mostly know the story by now, but there are some casual Bleach fans that aren't associated with the story that well. I say that this is mainly because after Soul Society we get the Bounce arc, and that's where many people dropped Bleach, at least back in the day. Because there actually are people that haven't experienced Naruto's story, but they did through the Storm games. That was a bad read. Yes, Harumu was like he's one of like the most annoying supports because of like the range of his lightning. But there are people who could like get into Bleach through the games, and that's likely what they're going for. It seems like some sort of like Dragon Ball Z Kakarot meets something similar to the Storm games, where the main fighting events of the story occur. Though I do wonder if there's going to be like a free roaming section like free roaming around Soul Society or Karakuro Town, or if it's just like a straight up battle. I don't mind either way. Though if it's the latter, then it might be like that JJK game where they might use screenshots from the anime to tell certain parts, and I don't want that. On that one. That's close. What's up for something?
Mantente firme.
Adiós. Ahí vamos. Estoy lista.
Esto funcionará.
Por ahí.
Todo listo. No contengan.
Ah, damn it.
Todo listo. Tenemos un vencedor. Yo me encargaré.
Most of the new gener. Let me see Bleach on via TikTok. Yeah. If the Bleach game does come out, it could be a better way for people to experience Bleach's story. Because as much as I like the anime, it does have some pacing issues. Like Shigemo's sword just like overcomes like everything, I guess. I thought that would work. Okay, I have a multiplayer. I feel like multiplayer should be like wait, do you mean a local multiplayer or do you mean online? Because I feel like both should work. It kind of depends. If it works anything like the Storm games, then I think local multiplayer should be possible. If it works like Sparking Zero, then there might be some issues because Sparking Zero wasn't supposed to have local multiplayer, but because it was demanded so much, they changed their minds and made it. They made it so that you can do multiplayer, but only in the hyperbolic time chamber. Because of all the effects that goes into Sparking Zero, they say that they can make a multiplayer, but having it exclusively for the hyperbolic time chamber is fine. I'll just accept that. Yeah, because I don't think they can really do much about it especially if it's like a technical issue where if they actually try to do like a local multiplayer with the graphics and all the effects, then it actually might lead to some stability issues depending on how it's like rendered and whatnot. So if it's just the hyperbolic time chamber, I would recommend don't just do just the hyperbolic time chamber. There's actually like a level in Tenkaichi 3. I think it's like Frieza's spaceship, or even the sky in the Xenoverse games. If the level layout needs to be simple, then I think you just have like 2 or 3 levels. I think I'd be fine with that. But yeah, if Bleach does have local multiplayer, then that's even better. Hopefully the game is fun, especially in terms of movement, because I actually saw what's his name, Lotus Asakura. He actually made a small analysis on the gameplay, and I do agree with him on one bit, being that movement is one of the most like important factors of a fighting game. If the movement doesn't feel good, then the rest is just it's pretty much doomed. So hopefully movement within Bleach Rebirth of Souls feels good, and as like a player, you have you have a variety of options on how to approach your opponent, because I don't want it to be like what's that game called, the My Hero game, the One's Justice game, where the movement is kind of floaty, and so and movement is also floaty in its own way, and the way combos and combo strings are done, it's kind of slow. Because it's Bleach, I really want it to be fast paced, and pretty much having the player thinking on their feet throughout the entire duration of the match. I don't want it to be slow or floaty in any way. I want it to be fast and precise, kind of like I'm not sure if you played this Storm game, kind of like Storm Generations. I feel like Storm Generations was the right kind of speed and the right kind of movement for the Storm games. Though unfortunately with Storm 3, they made the movement slower, and I don't know why, because Generations to me was just fine. The speed and movement was just fine, but I guess they did improve it a little bit with Storm 4. But hopefully, uh, Rebirth of Souls is good, because if it doesn't sell well, we're probably not getting a Bleach game ever again after that. Especially with how video games are made nowadays, and the time, the resources that goes into them, from like marketing, a new battle system, and based on my own experience and what I've seen, the way businesses work in Japan is that if something works, then you just kind of keep doing it. But if something fails, then it just gets dropped like entirely. So that's kind of why we got so many Tenkaichi games. And if there's ever a game that doesn't really sell all that well, you usually never see it again. In fact, I think it's kind of like a miracle that we got a Bleach game currently, mainly because the last console game we got was what was it? It wasn't Soul Resonance. It was Resurrection. Yeah, yeah. Soul Resurrection. I don't think the game sold all that well, but there was a resurgence in Bleach, in particular with the anime. But I think it's also because of Brave Souls. I think because of Bleach Brave Souls, they're actually willing to give this one a chance, because Brave Souls has like millions of downloads, and plenty of people willing to pay. Essentially pay to play their favorite characters. So I think they're sort of taking their chances up on that. Hopefully the game sells well. I think it would need to sell, just based on what I'm seeing, based on like the graphics and like the style that's like going in straight into this game. They might be looking for perhaps. I'm thinking perhaps maybe half a million copies at the very least. Especially now, since it's being released on PS4, PS5, Xbox One, Xbox the latest one, and Steam. So like there's like a big like avenue for the game to like sell. So hopefully things go well with Rebirth of Souls. The marketing so far is actually pretty good. They should actually do what they're currently doing with Sparking Zero, where they show where they essentially show off the characters and how they play. If they do that, then our player retention is kept. So once the game is ready for a pre-order, then everyone, hopefully myself included, is going to do that. Though hopefully I find a job for them, so I can actually spend it on that. Just on a tirade. How much time? In about 30 minutes, I'm gonna have to. There's actually something I'm gonna do soon. Yeah, I hope that I hope they don't add modern controls and Sparking Zero make the combat easy. You know what? Funny enough, as much as I don't want that either, something tells me that they're actually gonna do that, because with gaming nowadays, they kind of want it to be quote unquote modern audience friendly, which to me is kind of bogus. But they kind of want anyone to like pick up and play the game. It's not just for Sparking Zero. I think even for fighting games like KOF, Persona 4 Arena, and a couple of others. Some of them have things such as like auto combos and so on. Though even in Dragon Ball Fighters, they have like auto combos. Even though they do less damage, still there. Though it's kind of like annoying, especially if the game has things like moves of invincibility frames, where if you're to add a broken game with easy or streamlined controls, then the online not like realm, but like the online community is going to turn into Storm connections before the patches, where it's essentially okay. Choose Ashura, choose Shino. Who else was broken? Oh yeah, and choose Sarada, and then just do the most unfair moves, and then everyone leaves the game, and then plays Storm 4. Yeah, I feel like they do have something like auto combos. I guess the best they can do is just decrease the damage output from them. Though I would recommend just not doing that like at all, because Tenkaichi 2 and Tenkaichi 3 were just fine without the modern controls, and even the Tenkaichi 4 mod doesn't have that either. And that game, in my opinion, anyway, still plays fairly well. Let's not use this team. That one. Use this one. And speaking of which, like during my well, I don't want to call it a hiatus, but I think like during from April to I think June, around there, I was actually working with RPG Maker a little bit. I'm not sure if you've heard of it. RPG Maker MZ. And I guess whenever I was bored, I just I used that for like a little bit. And some guy, I think his name is RPG Warwelt. He's actually gonna play the game that I created in like what, around 27 minutes from now. So once he gets started, I actually want to see his impressions on it, because it was actually the first time I actually tried going into RPG Maker, because it does have like a lot of tools that you can use, from a character creator to like scripting and story events. So I kind of want to see how he thinks of it. I think I actually showed a little bit in one of my earlier streams this year. So we'll see how that goes. Is no one playing this game? Well, actually, no. Of course, no one's playing this game. It's 1:30 in the afternoon. So yeah. Thoughts on Kaoki? Kaoki is mostly broken, though. There are times where his ultimate jutsu can miss for some reason, and I'm not really sure why, because it's sort of like a lunge forward. But there are times where when you try to do that, his ultimate attack misses. However, his grab, his mid-air combo, I wouldn't say it's completely broken, but it's definitely annoying to like deal with. Not as bad as say Momoshiki, but definitely it's definitely tough to deal with. I think that Kuruna so far has been like the most balanced DLC so far. She hasn't been that annoying. Why'd you stop? No one worked. Almost there. Okay. I don't think he's dead though. And what do you think of the Hunter game? No, Hunter Leaks. He actually continued with the manga. He's gonna make some new chapters. Yeah. Hopefully, Togashi doesn't push himself too far. Because he's sort of going at his own pace at this point. Almost. That. Oh, so close. God damn it. Yeah, yeah. Hopefully, Takashi he doesn't push himself too far because the creator of Berserk unfortunately passed away some time ago. And even Toriyama. Hopefully, the same doesn't happen to Takashi. I don't want him to push himself. Yeah. That still hits you? Well, 3 guesses as to why he chose this map.
Nada de lo que haces tiene sentido.
Yeah. The jutsu spam. If the map wasn't so big, I could catch him, but after a while, he just runs away. Okay. We can keep going. Okay, he's gonna keep knocking around. Okay, wait for subs to come back. Just take the hit. Just take the hit. Damn.
¡Un vencedor! ¡Segunda ronda! ¡Que empiece!
misses.
¿Qué fue eso? Tómalo.
Of course.
¡Tenemos un vencedor! Es suficiente.
I've seen no other fighting games on this level of attack spam. Yeah. Damn. Yeah, because of like the way the game is like designed, it sort of takes everything that like you've hated about the previous Storm games, like Storm 2 or Storm Revolution, and just amplifies it. It would be like, funny enough, like throughout like the past couple like months, I guess like my best team is this team, but I think more so like this team. And it's mainly because of the Mizukaga's like support. Like honest to God, I feel like that's actually what makes this game like a pain to like play. Sometimes is that the supports do like most of the heavy lifting. And if you want to win, all right, choose someone that's debatably more broken than the other character. Otherwise, you do not win. I mean, I think like for a while I was actually stuck on like what, like 20,000, 21,000 BP for like a while, mainly because it's kind of like if you win like a couple of matches, you earn some BP, but one loss could like take away like 2 wins of like BP. It's kind of like a Storm. What's it called? Like Revolution, the one that came after Storm 3, where I legit could not get past like 20 something like thousand BP, because if you won a match you get like maybe like 100, sometimes 10, sometimes 50, but if you lost a match you could potentially lose over like 1,000 like BP. It was absolutely like ridiculous. About hold on just a moment. Hopefully he hasn't started yet. Okay, he hasn't started yet. Okay, good. So it'll be around 2, so that'll be around the time I actually switch to that. Exactly. Most of the second jutsus are the awakening type jutsus from Storm 4. That's why they're so strong. Yeah, yeah. They're a combination of like the awakening jutsus or the tilts from the previous games. And jeez. But okay, funny enough, I know. Can there be like anyone else? Why can't I just choose who I want to fight against? Anyone else? Is there any other game coming out this year? I mean, okay, there's Sparking Zero's coming out. I don't think there's any other game coming out that I'm probably gonna buy. Probably not, because Rebirth for Souls isn't coming out for like a while. I don't think there's anything else. But either way, I'm not sure if you like remember our previous discussion earlier in the year. The job market is crazy. Actually, no, not crazy. Just I guess I want to say more so disappointing. During this time of, and the game just crashed. Of course, game just crashed. I'll put it back up. Yeah. With the job market currently, it's literally been like months, and I haven't worked ever since I was laid off earlier this year. Because I don't know, because nowadays it's like, okay, I apply for a job, or sometimes even hundreds of jobs, at least like 50 plus, and I guess it has something to do with how the economy is nowadays, where I guess work firms aren't willing to employ people as easily as say back in 2020. Mainly because of the amount of like resources and money that goes into hiring someone. Because actually back when I was a school photographer, one of like the issues that our firm had was that there were like a lot of people who would be accepted into the role of school photographer, but within like 2 weeks or less they just like quit. So I'm guessing they just want to like avoid that, but it's still like it's still like an issue, because I actually applied for like many jobs and had like a bunch of interviews in the past couple of months, all of them not yielding anything. It's either I get ghosted, or they tell me that they hired someone else. Though at this point I think I'm stuck between 2, maybe 3 jobs that I might get by the end of this month, should things go well. Though I don't really like any of them, to be quite honest, because they're kind of what's like the word I'm looking for? Because I was like a program executive, but before I was laid off, and the jobs I'm being offered now are jobs that pay that are less like in standing, and they pay less. So I might have to just like settle with like one of them. What was I gonna pick? Oh yeah. This team is like, it's boring to play. Let's try this one. Yep. My thoughts exactly. It's like I went through like a lot of like things, and I met up with plenty of like prospects and clients. I helped set up programs, recruiting, clearances, and so on. Like, I shit you not, a good number of the jobs that I applied to are jobs that I'm definitely qualified for, most certainly qualified for. But I guess they just find someone who's more qualified, because like there was one time where I actually applied to be a it was some kind of like a project supervisor for NANI. It's sort of this organization that helps kids with mental issues like autism and so on. And I actually went to their building for an interview, and it turned out to be a group, sort of a group interview. It was me, some woman who seemed to be in her 40s, and another guy who recently just graduated from college. And we all share like our own stories and our backgrounds. And the woman that was there, that was around like 40 or so, after she told the HR about her like experiences, I was like, oh, okay, no, there's no way me or this other guy's getting this job, because the woman had like direct like experiences with dealing with the kids with like autism and other mental cases, and has multiple volunteered duties. Essentially, her own previous experience just blew my own and the other guys are just straight out of the park. So like mid interview, I was like, oh, okay, no, this woman has like already won, and that kind of tells me that even though I do have like one-on-one interviews with many of the HRs or the hiring managers, there's probably at least like one or two people there that have more experience and more relevant experience than I do, unfortunately, and because of the way the economy is and the way businesses aren't really willing to take risks with new employees, they want to be like super safe with whoever they're picking. I'd actually even argue that businesses are currently trying to hire people who are overqualified for their positions, so that way they're more likely to stay within that position. That's kind of the way I see it. And if the economy continues to stay this bad, it's probably going to get worse. So I don't know, because I've been seeing more anti-profit videos, and he's been saying you have to leave the United States and go to Bali. I wish I had enough money to do that. I mean, I wish it was that easy. You know, it's probably gonna be him again, but I'd rather fight than be bored. Why doesn't it choose my place? Why does it keep choosing his place? Damn it. My place is like what? Like the range zones? It's much smaller. Maybe I can switch to Sasuke. No, I wasn't supposed to go back. God damn it. Oh yeah, I don't think you can follow up with. Bro. Oh my god. Oh no, why are you float? God damn it. I couldn't move there. I could not move there. I could not move.
Es suficiente.
Triste. Un resultado.
Yeah, but newer employees are ones that most likely continue the companies in the future. Yeah, especially if they're like dedicated. Yeah, it is on like a case by case basis, I'd say. Don't move. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. I think like Hinata might be like one of the most like annoying goddamn supports. You gotta be kidding me. I'm not speaking right now because I'm straight up like focus mode. Oh. Why does it go through that? That's one down. And, okay. I don't know Sasuke's infinite combo. There. There we go. It's usually those employees that stay a long time that tend to become corrupt, complacent, while the new ones can stay positive and create new ideas. Yeah, funny enough, that's actually what I added during my time with as a program executive. I actually helped them incorporate virtual reality based programs because they're quite traditional and how they ran things. I might be. Can I pick him up in this? No, if I can. Whatever happens, I can't. Yo, Hinata so. What?
Entonces, déjame luchar. Terminemos esto. Mira y aprende.
Yeah, it's more so that like Hinata hits like 3 times. That's actually like the problem here.
Tenemos un vencedor. Es suficiente.
Oh, it's two. It's two. It's two. It's two. Hold on. It's two. It's two. Hold on, just for a moment here. Let me check out some of these. So come on. This is fine. Yeah, this is fine. Though it might take him some time to get started. Let me just close the game real quick. Yeah, nice gameplay. Yep. To be fair, I've gotten like a lot better since the beginning. Still can't do much against the overpowered folk though. Because I do hope to like if it's possible anyway, try to get hero rank. Kind of like how I did in Storm 4, because after that I'm usually done with a Storm game. Yep. So yeah,
Ciao.
hold on, just as a
people. Welcome on this new stream of Critipedia on the ongoing and
let me check
probably
one thing real
the
quick.
infinite
Hold on.
journey to compile the perfect Critipedia of every sort of mistake you could do in, for now, RPG Maker games. We are pretty close to the 50 entries. I hope we can reach it. Well, not maybe today because it's of a bad omen, I suppose, but we are getting.
Yeah, I think you can hear his voice as well as my own
So,
pretty good.
Today we are playing two games because they are both very short games. Well, this game is a demo and should be around 20-40 minutes, even if I suppose I will play for longer. And it's a game from Project Blade. I don't think there are other games. Okay, I usually check in case I find old developer I played the game of, like from the Indie Game Maker contest. I hope there will be
This
another Indie
is
Game
my
Maker contest, but
first
yeah, I
RPG
suppose
Maker
it doesn't.
project.
The game for today is Blade Code, Arcane Legends Blade Code. And it's weird, a demo of our RPG of a game with battles is this short, but it's a plus because usually demos shouldn't last longer than 1 hour. I had demos of like 4 hours once. What was it? Walker 2, an Italian game, had a demo with like 5 hours of gameplay. That was a little too much.
Yeah, I'll just start with that.
Well, I'm faulting it too because a demo for my first, well, for a project with battles I didn't continue for now. I had a demo with like 3 hours. So unfortunately making a RPG game with a decent length in the demo is very hard. Okay, let's start.
Can you
This one.
can you see it?
I hope we get it.
Right.
Almost there.
Hold it. Let me raise the volume a little bit.
A little better, okay. Here it is,
Very good.
Blade Code. First of all, I noticed that the portraits, unfortunately, they are passed through an AI to enhance and to remove the pixels. Honestly, I wouldn't mind if the result wasn't so shabby, how to call it, because you can clearly see that the result of the portraits is not as it should look like. Someone looks sharper than others, but usually having this sort of AI usage is a little weird, not for the ethic purpose, but more like the results sometimes are not the best ones. And Hirev wants to battle. What's good? Hey, I'm the developer. Oh, really? I didn't know. Okay, that's pretty cool. Hello there. What a surprise. Nice to see you there. And hi, Zoro. It's impossible to get consistency. Yeah, that's one other problem. I hope the portraits are not like those because, well, pixel art it's still good in the indie market, I suppose. I suppose there could have been pixel art here on the title screen, but I'm not sure because I'm not seeing the pixel art. Maybe with the pixel art, maybe it's not the best one. Unfortunately, it's hard to make a title screen here. Also, wait, now I realize it's using the MOG title screen, right?
Yep.
Or something like that.
Mog Hunter.
Well, at least it's way more sober than the normal MOG title screen. I don't know though if the flower here or the leaf is the same one. I appreciate though the title screen because it's a simple title screen with some small particles around and an image that could work if it wasn't enhanced with AI. It's okay, Moganter, thanks. Yeah, of course, Moganter is the one with the flowers. Also, it's using the Visual Stella menu, which is fine, I suppose, but maybe for a demo, it's a little too much. For a 20-minute demo, you get like 5 minutes if you want to check every single option here. Don't get me wrong, it's cool to edit every option here. But for a 20-minute game, most of the player wouldn't bother. Also, there is this option that I always check if there is, the random encounter one. Which unfortunately, I do not fully agree because choosing the frequency of the enemy encounters should be part of the design of the game.
Actually.
And should not be a burden on the player.
Okay,
Because this just says to the player, okay, you regulate the frequency of the enemies, and so it's your fault if you are under-leveled, or if there are two enemies.
That won't be an issue here.
Well, that's all I said to start. Let's go. Small spoilers, that won't be an issue there. Okay, so that I saw it in another game where there wasn't on map encounters. Still, that option is removable from the menu, so at this point that could be perceived as
I
the
kind of admit it on
developer
my
just
time
copy and
off,
pasted,
so
the plugin for the menu.
I'm kind of like expecting a lot of criticism because I kind of want to do better at this. So we'll see.
The Sanctus Creed. Those who possess the means to protect must also face the weight of blight. By the blade, one can conquer, and by that same blade, one can cause ruin. You can only wield the blade that cuts into our new era, or be consumed by it. Is the first one Yanfei from Genshin Impact? I'm sorry. I'm really sorry, but the first one is Yanfei. here. Is it?
Who's
Well,
that?
No, but I got that fault. So sorry. You know, the hair color, the things on the ears, and the color of the vest is pretty similar. Oh, so, sorry.
Funny enough, I made
I
the
got something.
default
Take
assets.
care on chat. Okay. Also, I want to say that those small Chara characters in the middle are very simple, but they help a lot on the introduction. Well, I won't say a lot, but they help on the introduction because it makes it dynamic. I'm kind of surprised because this is this should be a simple explanation with text, lore, story. But here it's
Yeah,
again
the bot.
explanation of the story, but
Yeah, I saw that.
more dynamic. It appears above, below, the character change, and it's a nice approach if you don't have the means or the budget to make some intro images. Of course, neither of us has the budget, of course. So this is a good improvisation. By the change, be the change, the wind that directs your desires. But change has never come without sacrifice.
Of full mental health.
Through our entire lives. I think it's missing an R. We thought of that to be the world's one and only truth. Starting with a character creation screen is good for immersion. Yeah, that wasn't a character creation though. But it was a nice way to feel the void of the black screen. And the game is starting with action. Okay. For now, this game starts really good. It starts with a small introduction in the game world, which isn't too abrupt, and then starts straight to the action. So the player feels engaged right away. I like it. Even if this map seems to be the default one. I think this map could be the default one. Or maybe not. I can't remember.
It's an alter version of one of the default maps, actually.
Yomi, how could you? Yomi, why? Master, he was only trying to save you. Damn it, Yomi, can't you see? Mission is only using you. Gustav, you half-hearted fool. Myson! Yomi, Daniel, do not get in the way of His Majesty. Small note. I would have preferred if there was a flash and Yomi would teleport in front of the protagonist, because I don't think it's a problem. I just felt it weird that he was running towards the character. It's not really a problem. It's a thing I'm perceiving. I can't even explain why I felt it weird, but usually it's cooler if characters.
Okay, funny enough, he'll get that
it was
soon.
me that I was used with characters to just beat that fast that you can't even see them. I don't know how to explain. Sorry.
Yeah.
I think it's fine.
The reason why Yomi didn't teleport is because, well,
it starts with too many names.
It's actually because of
course,
power scaling.
Didn't remember any of those, but we will see where it goes. Funny enough, the intro was inspired by the intro of Full Metal Alchemist. Ah, okay. I didn't read it, unfortunately. Gustav was an embarrassment. A relic of an era that's no longer needed. Yomi.
Like the dialogue?
This cannot be.
Inspired by Full Metal and a bit of Bleach.
Meaningless platitudes have only led us to stagnation and complicity. The Solis clan demise is merely by a byproduct of that mindset. But know this, while the throne is but a seat, it will become the true ruler of this land. I will do. Incipit vera mutatio! true change begins. Sancta Flamma! Okay, I know this. Holy Flame. Holy Flame! So we have Latin here. No, Gustav! You bastard! Absolute zero! Annihilation! Explosion! Ah, wait. It's dice explosion, never mind. I didn't get what happened. Yeah, I feel I get the same feeling of Terry. What just happened? Tyree, you shouldn't have done that. No, Tyree, no! Okay, no, actually I don't feel anything. Because I didn't even know her. Okay, it's fine to kill characters like at the start if you're ready to expect players to not be affectionate to it. But I would say that maybe too many things are happening here. Well, it's a simple detonation here. But I don't think I'm confused here though, but let's see how they explain what happened now. Oh god, Tyree! No, Tyree! My soldiers, execute the rest of them! I don't get it what happened with the... Okay, now I can say it for clear. I didn't get what happened with the Tyree spell. She tried some sort of ice explosion and nothing happened and she died. Maybe he had a reflect armor, I don't know. Yes, you're right.
I don't want to spoil anything, so I'm not saying anything.
Such a shame. You were one of his most gifted soldiers. Prepare to die in the name of His Majesty. I would have inserted a small pause before this dialogue because it happened right when they were shooting him. Complicity means collaboration with someone. Complacency means becoming inert out of the lack of willingness to act.
Oh.
Ah, I didn't know the second one, thanks. Complacency. Shiro, no! Farewell, Ryuho. Even I have to admit that for a traitor, you were quite amusing. What a waste. No. His Majesty and I... No, Sanctus himself will take care of things from now on. Game over, okay, that was a small demo. No, I'm kidding. It's still a
But let's.
start, right?
I want to see if you can comprehend this.
Foresight. Oh wait! It was a prediction? If that was a prediction, it would be pretty cool. Yeah, it is! I was expecting though the prediction was from even before.
The Monato's power, yep.
Yomi, how could you? And now it's identical?
Let's see if you can.
Okay. There were 3 dialogues repeated. I think it's fine repeating some dialogue. After a certain number of repeated dialogue, of course, the player risks to just skip every dialogue.
Yeah.
It's fine, like 3 numbers. It's alright. A nice choice of repeated dialogue, I suppose. I see. So that's what awaits us. Shiro? Okay. I personally don't like the repetition of dialogue. The only exception is on visual novels, but only because there is a button to skip the repeated dialogue. So, I
Should
will
write a
say
book?
I don't like repeated dialogue.
If there's
there
a
is nowhere
demand
to
for it,
skip
perhaps I'll make this into a full game with its full story.
Because, well, the main reason is
Because I have been thinking about it for a little
player-
bit.
might not want to read the same dialogue they just read, and so they might skip on it until something changes. But the player doesn't remember every exact dialogue that happened, so maybe they could miss some slight variations on the dialogues or some differences they may not.
Oh yeah, and
sure.
in case
dialogue was
you don't know, this game is very anime,
before, so they might skip some extra
very anime.
dialogue until they realize something
Very.
is changing. So I think it's fine having one or two dialogue, but more than that, there should be some attention. Otherwise, the player might skip too much. Let's see how much it goes. Okay. I think that was the right amount, anyways. I won't let you do that. What was that just now? Shiro, your foresight ability is far more troublesome than I anticipated. That was the Monado power. Complacency is indolenza. Oh, thanks. You unlock the abilities of an strategy RPG tactician. It's gonna be a tactician game. But from the screenshot, it was an RPG battle game. Ninth form, Casca! Ryuo! Don't use kicking arts against him! If you do, it will be fatal! Then what are we gonna do? Tari, do not get into the way of His Majesty! Gustav was an embarrassment. I Rico Fanilla that no longer need... Okay, you said this dialogue again. In another context, I think that was this should be a nice opportunity to rephrase the dialogue in a different way. This is just a copy-paste of the previous dialogue. I would get if there was another meaning with the same dialogue, but here it's the same dialogue recontextualized. Or better, not recontextualized, reused. Okay, at least this one is different. The Solis clans had to be purged. The king, queen, and well as their daughters. Yomi. Don't listen to Maisen. Come with us. Come back to me. The door isn't closed off to you. That can happen. I can see the future. Then you join us. Came to Sanctus. Is this the classic scene where the evil asks the good one to join? You possess exceptional strength. Why not put it to good use? We gladly accept you into our ranks. Yomi, you know I can do that. This intro is kinda dragging on, especially with the amount of names of people and skills are thrown out at the player from the get-go. Okay, I appreciate that there is action right away and there is a cool event right away, which is premonition. But yeah, as I said before, there are too many names straight away. There should have been less names at the start because the player needs a lot of effort to take consideration of every single character. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 characters and the king. Well, the king is already kinda dead, so doesn't count. I'm not sure if
it's good to have some action and some presentation of the main characters.
I'm not sure how I feel about it, but when the evil one or the traitor one asked the other party member to join and she said no, doesn't seem to have any sort of consequence. So this also seems some sort of unnecessary dialogue.
So it would work much better if there were two separate
Your bravery
scenes.
is wasted. Only fools challenge the inevitable. Sancta Flame, Holy Flame, Erosion Path. A teleportation spell? No, wait, that doesn't make sense. She got interrupted by another spell that didn't cast right away. If he had time to say a teleportation spell, you also had time to say flame to finish the spell. At least the teleport is not instantaneous, but still, it's always broken. What just happened? He transported him away. Your Majesty! Absolute Zero! Frost Veil! I guess that the game wants the spells to sound cool, but honestly, I only get confused by the amount of spells. They just scream random names and things happen. I don't know, this maybe even if I appreciate a scene like this that jump straight to the action, maybe it requires some knowledge to fully enjoy the scene. Because here we have too many characters and they have too many spells, and there are also rules that they kind of explain some of them. So in a way this part is fine for the start, but in other way
Fine.
the player needs much more information.
Things will
I don't think it's possible in the game, but I would have liked more if this was. I would have liked a start like this, where you only see where they die, and there was a previous part before you reach the castle where they had the premonition. So there was also some time to introduce the tutorial, the characters, and the spells, and only after we see this scene again. So you can also avoid the problem of the repeating dialogue. I don't know, a small part before this one, which happens after the foresight,
I've seen
just to
before
introduce
that.
the characters and the tutorial.
I
Also, since
I
I'm
could
here,
do that. Well, it's a demo though.
we should
Funny
update
enough.
Wikipedia. It's not really a problem of the game, but since I was talking about it, the repeating dialogue is a critique. Not specifically for this game, but it got me thinking. Okay. It's good
Overcomplicating.
action and presentation of the main character skills. It dumps too many characters at once, one scene. Would work much better if there was two separate scenes.
Perhaps.
Yeah, something
Overcomplicated.
like I said. scene with the
Maybe
hero
if you're seeing it
transformed
for
and
the
another
first time,
with
because
the right
I actually want to see how people would actually react to
But
this.
of course,
Because funny enough,
too much
this
introduction
isn't.
anyways,
Oh, I
can
forgot to
drag
tell
on,
him
but
that. This isn't the beginning of the story.
should be better
Hold
than
on.
just throwing too many characters here. Some things will be explained later on. Okay. As I say though, even if some things will be explained later,
This is
the player needs to know that some things will be explained later. For now,
Look at this.
I'm not really feeling confused. The only thing I felt confused was the reflection magic of that guy, which I didn't really understand. That got me confused. Even if it was explained later, I didn't know that it was gonna be explained later. Wait, we can update again the Wikipedia. I'm sorry, I'm
The first.
rushing towards the 50 entries. So it was. Maybe we had something of the sort, right? Wait, we had something of the sort.
See,
think
yeah,
it's
it's kind of
not
like
coming
the beginning of
down.
Trails of
Should
Cold
update
Steel,
this one.
actually.
The critique I wanted to add was let the player know something is not explained. I think we can update the name here. Not explained. Okay, we found a better name here at least. Soldiers, come forth! Oh no! They have the Gatling gun! Okay, same dialogue. We can catch up to Gustav and Meissen later. We have to deal with those guys first. Yummy, if you attack us, we won't hold back. Yummy, please! You all have opposed His Majesty, interfered with our plans, and have been nothing but a nuisance to us. I summon the... This is Fisher from Genshin Impact again. Hello? Mr. Dragon? The only acceptable punishment. It's a one-sided massacre. Kill them! them! Hey, I used this music in Parachain. Okay, now though, I really want an explanation why we don't die in one hit, right? Let's see. Show no mercy, kill those traitors! We need to go out. If things get rough, Terry and I can use first aid. Because before they killed us just by shooting. Now there's also a Hydra in the middle, so I don't get how we should survive any of this. Poor guy, doesn't even have a name. Forgot to mention, this is not the beginning of the story. It's a vertical life of the whole thing. Okay, okay, this is a good choice for the demo. So, I think it's way better than...
Yeah, I forgot to like mention that.
Than it appears.
It's kind of like...
For them I think
yeah, imagine starting
it
a
can work.
JRPG you
again,
ever
though, usually people
played
now are
at
used to the demo which starts right from the beginning. So
chapter 8, kind of like
I
that.
still think people might get confused by the demo. Well,
Yeah, I can see that.
starting right from here, I think since you choose a vertical slice, you should at least put an explanation before. Explain the characters and everything like that. Because there is still confusion after all. Okay, we have too many skills maybe. Let's see. Well, again, if it's a vertical slice, makes sense there are more skills, but still there are a lot of things.
So how are you in charge with this?
I will go with area defense at least. I know they shoot. Sure, attack boost. Wait, the insurgents. Is speed wait, it's an active temp battler, so yeah, speed is important. Let's buff everyone. Interesting that everyone has a specific
If they read
buff.
Black Clover or any other manga, they won't be asking so many questions regarding the dialogue.
Wait, they don't shoot anymore.
Perhaps though. I do feel that I
Right,
should have
so-
told them that. Yeah, it's not the beginning of like the
so
story.
they
The
paralyze
characters
it.
are kind
What should
of
I do?
acting though as though
We
they
got a
know everything.
problem.
I probably actually isn't that on like the game page? Of course
How
I
do I
put
deal
it
with
there,
paralyzed
but,
party members?
there's a good chance that
Exactly.
the player. I hope he doesn't get killed. Because if he does, you have to start everything from the beginning.
I don't have anything for it. Okay, so the problem is again the part that it's a vertical slice of the game. Enemies here have paralyze, but since it's a vertical slice and starts from here, I don't have any item for the paralysis. So I hope it only lasts for a few turns, otherwise I'm kinda screwed. At least they are weak. Even if it really doesn't make sense that
Hold
they
on.
just don't shoot. Oh, I missed. Okay, at least the paralysis
Is this a
doesn't
one-hit
last
KO?
long.
I hope I.
That would have been a big problem. I will try win, sure.
Hold it. Okay.
Wait.
Okay.
I didn't do any damage. The basic attacks do way more. Wait. I don't get it. I did way more damage on the previous one. Okay, another thing. That's a weird distribution of spells. Because two characters have a healing spell, which is, I suppose, practical, but I don't get the specialization of those characters. Okay, Tyree seems like a ice mage at least. But even she has a double attack, right? And she deals more damage with that. Also, this guy has a healing spell. Okay, he can heal paralysis. And weakened. It's weird though, because every character have a different sort of healing. Well, two characters have a healing. One has the resurrection. This one has the malus removal. So there is no specialization of the characters. I still don't know if it's a problem, because could be a nice way to not make the healer useless.
Yeah,
Still,
because I did that because I didn't want to push.
see this that often.
Yeah, I'll explain.
Also, we don't have a healing here. Desperation. Ah, that's pretty cool. Remaining MP to HP. That's a cool move.
Rent cheap deaths actually.
You may want to give the soldier battle sprites a little touch on Photoshop, it's to make them look like the character face set. I think it's better maybe to find a different face set, because usually there is some face set for the battlers, not every one of them though.
Yeah, I couldn't find like a dark fantasy like
Imagine
sprite.
strategy RPG you never played at chapter 8. Yeah, but that's your choice of making the player start right here. I think it's a good place to have some make the player feel intrigued by the game, but still it's a little too abrupt maybe. Okay, the battle should be kinda over. I should try more moves maybe? Not really sure. Let's try this one. It's a stun. Okay, it's paralysis. Seems like a strong move.
Funny enough, I think I think that's like the second best move in the game, or in the demo.
I don't get a damage formula because with ice I do way less damage than a basic attack, right? I should try with other enemies maybe. Maybe they were resistant. I still don't understand why they didn't shoot them right away. Because before they were only day 3 and we lost. Now with also a Hydra we won in some way. Yomi, he already left this place. Gustav and Meissen as well. Perhaps I should have used Alter when I had
another term that you will not get. You will not get that. At least not right now.
That's... Ever since we decided to go against Sanctus, I always thought of this potential outcome. If Yomi willingly decided to stay and fight by my side, that would make us enemies.
Though perhaps if I started from the very beginning,
True. This true?
Or if I started from the beginning, it probably would have been like a slow burn, and I kind of wanted to like dodge that.
He grew up with us, trained under Master Gustav with us. We made it this far together. He's our lifelong friend. No, his family. No matter what anyone says.
Vin Diesel.
Yeah, unfortunately, starting from here, I don't see the emotional weight of that character. For me, starting playing right here, it's just a character, an enemy, right from the start.
Fifth era?
So unfortunately, those words fall empty, since I don't know the context before. Even if I doubt he feels the same way about us anymore. We have to stop him, Meissen, as well as Sanctus itself, before any more lives are lost. You fools! His Majesty is going to change this nation for the better. Terrasperia will soon get its comeuppance. I like the word comeuppance. Which is the 50th reference? Even if it means massacring the real family of Solis, including the innocent people who weren't even involved. Of course, you can't obtain anything without sacrifice. The altar. Ah, okay, I forgot about the altar, honestly.
Altar.
I remember it now, but it's a long time I didn't play the demo. You can't obtain anything without sacrifice. That's been our creed since the beginning. Ryuno should know that better than any of us. Then you three can die right here. Tyri, don't! I see no reason to not to. They joined Sanctus because they had nowhere else to go. We used to be just like them not long ago. Well, they could have run away on the first chance after they got some... There is... I don't know. Still killing someone. They killed them in the previous timeline, we can call it. So they are clearly... Well, other than... Well, probably desperate, but more than that... they are willing to kill. I don't know, they may be dangerous after all. Also, I don't know why they know them from the previous part of the game, I suppose. We all used to blindly listen to Mysen at some point. Is it really? Hopefully you three will be able to understand someday. Following Mysen won't fix things. It will only lead to a world of pure untethered violence. Nothing more. Yomi, don't fail us. Let's get a move on. We have to stop them before it's too late. And as for Yomi, perhaps you could confront him properly and open his eyes to the truth. And what if it doesn't work? What if it's too far gone? You don't really mean that. If you were able to see through Mysen's lies, then so can Yomi. Oh, hi Kolokoko, nice to see you there. I'm doing well, thanks. We just
Also, quick question. On a scale of 1
Wait,
to
how much
Naruto,
time
how
are we
anime
here?
is this?
50 minutes! I barely even started the intro.
On a
Perhaps
scale...
Yomi says something about Sanctus that the rest of us can't comprehend. Tari, what do you want right now?
How anime is this?
To save Master Gustav and Yomi! Then be the change, the wind that directs your desires. That's always been our creed. Never forget that. Yes, you're right. We know what you have to do. We need to stop him before... You already... I'm sorry, I don't really like when they repeat obvious phrases all the time. We save Yomi Gustav... Okay, sorry, I say those things only after a scene goes for too long. I know I'm talking too much, but still we are here for like 40 minutes. And it's not even the end of the first scene. Okay, I'm talking too much, so maybe it's 20 minutes? Still, it's a lot. Alright. Also again, I don't understand some of what they say because there is some previous knowledge needed. And that's a problem if you want to present a demo, because player just gets confused and they won't enjoy the demo. And if they don't enjoy the demo, maybe, or probably they won't even play the full game. The only way out is forward dash and wing. Make sure you're ready before we go, okay? Tutorial. Let me save.
32 minutes.
Okay, we can go straight away. Fast away. Don't fail us. Oh, they have different dialogue. Sword wounds cover his entire body. I hope he's fine. Can I leave? We have something. Okay, something... at least we have something useful here. I suppose you come from here, right? Sure? I will continue from here.
Another cutscene. My bad.
Ah, we got another scene. Okay. On a scale from 1 to Naruto, how anime is this? I don't. The only anime thing was when they ran towards someone to stop them. I unfortunately don't know the previous context. I don't think it's a problem to make it anime. The only problem is it can risk to be too much cliche, which I don't think it is for now. This ends here. Gustav, take this! Voice space! Okay, this is anime though. This is anime. Voice space. Quite a formidable keygen spell. Anyone who uses keygen spell or magic cards while it's active are paralyzed, causing grave lacerations, which kills them instantly. Ah, that's what happened before. Ah, so that ability does have a weakness, a small opening. To be honest, I expect no less from you. You teleported us away to save your disciples, didn't you? The act of valiance will be your undoing. You haven't cornered me, it's quite the opposite actually. You're stuck here with me! Come at me, Gustav, this time I cut you down! My son, no more, I want to let you do what you want. The madness ends here. Gustav, no! Well, I don't know. I don't care. Yeah, again, this is actually will be a recurring problem here. We don't know the context before those events. That means every dialogue is have a lot of words or terms or names we don't really know. Or if we know, we need to try a little hard to remember which character they are or what it is. Things that by playing all the previous part of the game will come
we missed so far.
almost
But, I
natural
guess
here.
2 cutscenes so far.
So this will take a big toll on the player. Having to read dialogue with some names or other things that they don't fully understand or they are just starting to getting introduced to. And so will make dialogues a lot more hard to read. Yomi! Did you come across His Majesty? Who are you? Did something happen to him? We left both of you in charge of eliminating the royal family in the throne room. We don't have much time. We were intercepted by former master, Gustav. We almost had him, but he was saved by them. Them? You don't mean the disciples, also my former comrades. Considering they're here, I assume that the Vermilion will soon arrive as well. Perhaps not using Alter was for the best. I need to conserve my strength in case we end up facing the Vermilion. What about His Majesty? Gustav used a teleportation spell. I should have been more attentive. And your former comrades? That ability has minus 16 on block and 20 frames of hand lag. Oh, hi Sleepy J. The entire demo is inside the castle. I hope not, because... yeah, it's mainly exposition of events. I don't think it's... I'm conflicted because in one on one part it's nice to start a demo on a moment in a very concentrated moment where the player gets interested in playing. But on the other side, it's a very important moment of the game that takes a lot of value from all the previous events.
Our critiques, I kind of welcome it. I kind of wanted to improve in any way I can.
Without
So the more
what
critiques
happened
the better.
before. So with the missing of context, this part becomes too much, maybe, to go through. Looks like they just took down my summon beast. While considering their abilities, I would expect no less. Was this massacre really necessary? It's necessary. I think it. No, it's not written like that. Necessary. I'm not really good with writing necessary either, but should be with double C.
Oh, I
not double
I
S.
made a mistake there.
Necessary. Necessary. For the kick and bomb. Ah no, I got it wrong either. It's with one C and double S. Okay, necessary. Necessary is something that requires the protagonist of Earthbound. Oh, hi Lollo! How it's going? Nice to see you there. We were playing this demo, which is a weird demo because it starts from the middle of the game, which is an interesting idea, but unfortunately starts in this mid-turn of the game, and it's kind of hard to understand without previous knowledge of the characters and the factions. So I'm getting kind of confused. Oh, don't mind me, I'm here for the gacha pool. Okay, sure. Here it is. It is loot box gacha. And you got Etinia! Ooh! You got Etinia, nice pool! Coming straight away from the world of origin. I'm collector of main characters. Don't try to kill them, lol. His Majesty orders are absolute. The Solis clan had it coming anyway. For our ultimate goal, we can't leave a single loose end, not a single mark unchecked. Remember the creed, true change has never come without sacrifice. I guess you're right. An earthquake? No. If your testimony is true, it must mean that His Majesty is currently fighting against Gustav. As much as I hate to admit it, even the three of us together are no match against Gustav. I will be a one-sided massacre on our end. We'd only get in His Majesty way. I see, His Majesty must be buying time for us. Only we can activate the King and Bomb at this time. Okay, I don't know what the King and Bomb is. I forgot if His Majesty is probably one of the two fighting before, but I kinda missed that. Maybe the game explained it once, but maybe it was a little too little. It looks time it's up for us. We will launch the King and Bomb and destroy Terrasperia.
Oh, the whole castle?
It's there we do.
Thanks.
Well, they mentioned also the King and Bomb before, but I don't know if it was a plot point, a mentioned plot point before. Is Mycen. I forgot which of the two is Mycen.
You don't think? Okay.
We sent him towards the eastern wing to switch open the gate from the control room. Yeah, also the names, of course. Players will get used with the names by playing the previous part of the game. Here I don't get many occasions to see the names of the player, of the characters, other than the name on top of the dialogue here. Which at the start was fine because we got the characters they were talking to right away.
Thing is, I will admit, many things are happening at once.
Here though, well, at least those don't have a name for now.
I will admit,
So
many things are happening at
less
once.
names to remember. Still, I think that games
Things
take for
yeah.
granted is that players will remember the name of the characters right away.
I will admit, many things are
that
happening
might
at
require
once.
some dialogues again and again, or names more fitting for the characters. I'm personally with stupid name for the characters or simpler ones,
Like many things.
but even more complex one, of course, work.
It might be hard to follow.
There is more work
Depends.
to make the player remember them.
Because I got that like same
name
feeling about
is,
playing Treasure Coast Steel 3, where like there wasn't much like context
Ciao.
with what was going on
It's
in
very
the
stupid.
demo. And that
But
playing
player
that,
could
that
remember
playing,
it.
playing the
If
demo
a
and getting
name is
getting these questions and
Kugan-chan,
intrigues might
they will
make me
take
want to
there
like
is some-
know
a
more about it, but
effort
I
to
want to see
remember
how
the
it is
name.
for
Some more effort
the
to
RPG
try to
community
remember
and how they see it.
Is the game starting from the middle or just a demo? Just a demo. It's starting from the middle. I will admit, many things are happening at once. Well, a positive thing is realizing it and later maybe fix something. I don't know. I would say, for example, I don't know. There should be more gameplay at least between those scenes. There could be a gameplay part on escaping from the castle, and at certain points you see a scene of something happening.
Okay,
Despite him
funny
completing this
enough, the gameplay
task,
will
it
happen
takes some
right
time
after this
before he
cutscene,
catches
though.
up with us. Then we'll have to conduct the ritual without him. Can you feel it? The air is getting more dense. That's more than enough Kigen energy to destroy Terrasperia. What's Kigen energy? Okay, that might be some sort of mana, like Final Fantasy,
Exactly, yeah.
which is in the ether. We'll conduct the ritual from the rooftop. Zen can provide backup, should things go south. We need to move fast, before the Vermilion gets there. I don't know what the Vermilion is. Soldiers, return to your position. Well, we know the Vermilion is a powerful entity, we don't know which faction it is from, though. The Vermilion also is a good name. If it was called Kagenshima, I wouldn't have remembered it. The Vermilion is a much more memorable name. Of course, it's not a proper name, but it's a nice way to refer to a strong characters. Did you guys feel that? That was Master and Myson. Let's get a move on. We have to reach them before it's too late. Okay, on map encounters. And exploration. Also, we shift. We can talk. Ah, a checkpoint here. Okay, even if you can save from the menu, I don't mind. It's a little redundant, but honestly I don't mind having another save point here because it reminds the player to save. I would though suggest to add some sort of extra function on the crystal, because here it's just useless. For example, a function to fully heal with a prize. Ah, never mind.
Yep.
We got the healing.
Yeah,
It's fine.
that's kind of why I put it
Never
there.
mind, that extracts my last statement. We have a healing.
Reminds me of One Piece.
Okay, in
so
this
much
way
action.
then, the save is still redundant, but I like the approach to suggest a player to save. Because a problem that many games with save anywhere had is the player forgets to save because they need to actively remember. Here, though, is the game that it's reminding the player to save.
You're actually gonna need to save.
They're not chasing us. Okay. Thanks. We got a speed ring. Gameplay starts here. Okay. I would have shortened the intro for this part of the demo, I suppose. Because the player wants to play right away in any demo. Did you just hear that? Yep, maybe we opened the way forward. Maybe. Okay, and also I like this feature of the exclamation point. Maybe it's a little too invasive. I think there should just be an icon on the top of the player without the sound and without the pop-up. For example, when you go here, there is a permanent exclamation point on top of the player, but notice one, a smaller one. A smaller one, for example, without the sound. Because like this it's very invasive. Of course the player will notice it, but still the player I don't know. With a small exclamation point, I think the player could still notice it. Can you let me pass? Am I in trouble? I am in trouble. Stay where you are, you traitors! Oh! You attack, we attack. Don't kill them, okay? We need to escape then. Ah, you can escape from scripted battles here, okay. I like it. So, because many games with on-map encounters don't let you escape. And we have a drone. Well, let's water the circuit. Wait, I wanted to check here. Absolute Zero is 160 damage on this guy. Basic attack? Ah, okay. I wouldn't expect to miss. Ah, okay. This basic attack dealt way less damage than before. That was a lot of damage. Okay, okay. Now maybe the other enemy from before was very weak to magical spells. That would make sense. I thought that was a flying tent. How was it a flying tent? Would be a cool, interesting concept for an enemy though. The flying tent.
Thanks.
Well, I still remember where I still remember Final Fantasy IX where the tent is a weapon. Or could be used as a weapon.
No, quick question, Ralph. Have you ever used
like
RPG Maker before?
object.
Or is this your first time seeing it? Because this one's, I
was watching a speedrun.
I made it using MC.
And they used the tent against a boss because it could apply poison. And so it was a quick way to defeat it. Okay, I need to heal. As new.
Okay, he missed a conversation that explained what foresight was.
A little off center, the light, or the not light. Here, Shiro, don't move. I can't see a finger. Keep your voice down. It's an enemy trap. A way for them to get the jump on us. They probably shut off all the light to make us all disoriented. What should we do? Light! Perhaps this is where I came in. Let's just say that my other senses are better than yours. Oh, of course. Just the right man for the job. Let me be your ears for the time being. I'll guide you. Stay close to me, okay? We have a mini game here. Use the right shift key to ask you to... Ah, I forgot to talk with the team. Sure. Wait. Is that a suggestion or a hint? Or a solution? I would... Seems like a solution, maybe? I don't want to ask him his help because sounds like the solution. If it was a game, if it was kind of necessary for the gameplay, I would have phrased it like, "Do you want to hear my insight?" Something that doesn't imply the player is getting some help.
Yeah, it's both a hint and a guide. Yeah.
It's both a hint and a guide. Okay, in that case, I don't want to use it. I just made the observation that usually players don't take instruction or don't take hints like that if they are phrased like that.
Oh, okay, you might get stuck. It depends.
For now, let's see. I didn't find anything interesting. There was a guy here. Hello. Ah, where did you came from? I was thinking. What? I'm not sure if it's a good idea or not, but there could be a zoom here, a double zoom, since they play. Wait, let me do it myself. There could be a zoom, for example.
I didn't notice that.
To make the game area more central. For example, like this. Since there is nothing else on the other sides of the screen, I think it should be also pretty cool to have a zoom like this. It will come out a little pixelated, but I still think it will look cool. Attack increase potion. Oh, I will use it right away. Ah, okay, now the menu is getting a little zoomed. Okay. If the menu is the only problem... Well, the zoom won't affect the menu in the game, actually.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he can...
Oh!
I'm not sure if he'll be able to...
Perhaps one of the soldiers has the key. Oh, no, I need to kill every one of them? We activated something? I don't know what. Ah, the text is not appearing, okay. Okay, yeah, and the thing with my zoom, the text is not appearing. And we got an attack increase potion.
You may...
Okay, I discovered like 2 days ago that you could use the 10 on enemies on Final Fantasy 9. Well, you can use everything, right?
You may want to talk to
This
Shiro.
can be interesting, escaping a castle that's been overtaken. Yeah, I think this is a nice gameplay part. I like it. Also with the darkness, it's a nice addition in the gameplay. From the screen though, I can... Ah, interesting. You can barely see outside of the darkness. I kinda can't because I got a light in my eye, but yeah, there is. At least on stream. If he can navigate better in the dark, why isn't he taking the lead? Well, he can hear. Yeah, it does make sense, but I can go over it since it's mostly a gameplay thing.
I don't know, you... I wasn't expecting this, but we'll see.
Nice to know. I should revert the game on the screen. It was good until it lasted. Give me a moment. Oh, perfect. And more perfect. Okay.
Wait, can I see it from here? Yeah, I can. Yep.
The zoom part is over. Let's find the keys. What is that? Plasma gear. I'll make you suffer! Oh no, Soffro! As always, I will go with area attacks. You might get stuck. What do you mean? They make it sound like this is a very time sensitive quest, so it makes no sense not to use every advantage. Okay, that makes sense. We see what the hint says then. But that's not only about a hint. Unfortunate because there is no need to say that Shiro has those increased senses. Okay, Shiro had the increased senses from before, but maybe I don't know, just to stay coherent, it can just get a cold, I don't know. Or don't feel well. Yeah, I can get injured by something before and not be able to guide the party. It's over, let's go. Yeah, but where's the key? Where key? Where key? And the guy did escape. Well, let's see. Hold on for a second. Commander Yomi seemed like he was in a rush when he came through here. Captain, something's off with the light switch. It isn't working. Both the switch as well as the light suffered some damage during the takeover. In order to turn some of the lights back on, turn the switch twice. How strange. It's at the right side of the gate. Ah, okay, I need to activate this one twice. Oh, also, wait. Wait. I found a similar bug. Wait. Let me try something, sorry. I will try to make a bug. Because this is probably a parallel process. And we can move one step. We can move one step when it starts. Okay. It will still trigger. But we have some dialogue on top of each other. Just a tip, don't make a wait into a parallel process. Because the player can move in it. Well, if the parallel process has some dialogue in it at least. Also, I need to activate the switch twice. Wait, what happens if I escape? Nothing, okay. Ah! Well, we need to make some space, I suppose. Okay, get it. Wrong button! Let's fight. I'm out of mana. You may want to talk with Shiro. I suppose that... Okay, then I suppose that should be kinda shown to the player. Not just said, you could talk with me if you want, and then it's phrased like it's a hint for the solution. I suppose that's kind of important information to hear.
Perhaps, though, to be fair, he is playing it in a way that I didn't foresee.
And leave at it. Because
I wasn't expecting him not to talk to Shiro, and there could be some complications with that. Because he turned on the switch, but you're supposed to do it twice. Hopefully he does it before he leaves the room, otherwise there might be some complications.
But if you revert to the previous state, you won't discover what it did. So, no player, or at least a very few amount of players will activate the switch twice. I get it that it's in the hint, but still should be mandatory, the dialogue. I wonder if no, okay.
Turn on the switch, turn on the switch, turn on the switch, turn on the switch. Turn on the switch, turn on the switch, turn on the switch, turn on the switch, turn on the switch. Thank you.
Ah, finally. It still doesn't help. We need a key. Don't tell me we need to defeat all of them.
I think it's that soldier, I think. Maybe.
Okay, at least they are only 3. I wonder if it's random or not. Wrong target. Oh well, dead.
Not random.
It's as if you were chasing someone through the streets and one of the characters says, by the way, I have a motorbike, just tell me if you want to use it to catch up with them. Okay, I get... Makes sense. Yeah, I think the better solution is just making Shido not able to... Or you know... Just let Shido... Shiro says what he hears. That will remove the entire problem. When you enter here...
Like, passively?
Shiro, with his increased senses, hears something and tells us straight away.
Maybe.
Yeah, okay, at this point, there's not even... Doesn't even make sense to just make him say that. You just hear what he says at this point. Those are just extra steps at this point. It's not random. I need to fight all of them. That's kinda... I don't know, I suppose that's a nice excuse to make the player fight the enemies instead of...
I placed him in the hallway below.
The player just avoiding every battle. But I would make the key not random. Because in this way... In this way, the player kinda wonders if
To be quite honest, I
don't
did
know,
not
the
expect
player
it
could
to take
wonder
this
which
long.
guard is the right one, which guard is the wrong one.
Yeah, it's not random, but
And so after discovering it was useless, can get disappointed. I don't know,
Is
or
there-
if someone is
I feel like I'm not
playing
getting.
this part again, might be disappointed that
Oh, you're gonna die.
Can get disappointed that it's kinda surreal that the guard is random. We got a problem, Houston.
Tyree's still alive, right? Should be able to raise it, but you don't have any MP.
Why? Works on in battle, right? Those are precious potions, but it's a demo, so it's fine. I also need mana. I was very dead. I think we are fine here. Let's go again.
I hope it. I hope there wasn't any kind of.
Okay, no, as I said, I would have preferred more if the queue
Am I-
wasn't random, because in this way I could
I feel like I'm missing something like the
try
chat
to,
here.
to think which one is the right one and be happy if I guess it right. And also it doesn't feel like forced fighting. It's a nice idea to have the key on one of those guards though, because it's a nice excuse to make the player fight, even if up until a certain point. Dead. I should go
If
out
it's
to
not,
fight.
if it's not this one, I hope the game wasn't just broken.
Well,
Yes, it is
Not
MC.
yeah, this is MZ.
I use
Because,
MC.
Well, I usually, from the folder, you can understand, if it had a www folder, it's MV, otherwise MZ. Ah, no, I was pressing shift to run. Wait, this wait. This guard did disappear. Yeah, this guard did... The guards disappear when there is the hint. That's weird. Aha!
Ignore him.
So it's a... Wait, let me see the trick. Here! Nice way to outrun the guards. Bandana. A super potion. That's Pokemon.
But it's interesting.
I like also the extra interaction with the barrels, that many of them has an item, but not all of them, so...
Okay,
Also, that
now there's
makes
another
sense.
cutscene. Another cutscene. Sorry.
It's a nice way to not give the player a lot of items all the time, and also follows the Skinner experiment. Yeah, where people are more incentivized to do something if they have a positive feedback, not every time. Meira, Scarlet, stand back. What now? And who are you now? Ah, okay, Vermilion. I only know it's powerful from a dialogue before, so that's a positive thing. I don't know who those characters are though.
Like, is there so...
How cruel. Everyone has been skilled. So is Clan, the servant as well. Okay, I know. Everyone except those three. They're from Sanctus. Father, I know. King Vermilion! State your objectives. No! But for what we spare them? Oh! You don't answer, I sever more of your limbs. Damn you to hell, Vermilion scum.
Just been a flesh wound.
This but a flesh wound. You should learn how to bargain for your life. This won't end until you answer. give it some break. He almost died by the fight. He got spared by the hero, so if he's trying to relax a little. His Majesty plans to destroy Terrasperia from here using a Kigen bomb. This castle has ancient relics on its rooftop that can absorb Kigen energy. Can be launched into anywhere within a 300-mile radius. You fool! Don't tell them. I confused the two of them. The initial plan was to inspect the castle, but His Majesty issued a kill order on everyone. And you actually went through with it? It was also sudden. His Majesty came back from the eastern wing of the castle and... Why? Stop! Why did we do this? The fact that you three are still alive, Ryo must have spared you. Foolishness! Don't act as though we are in the right Vermilion scam. His Majesty has already told us about you. The Vermilion family. Enough! Dead. Spared for what exactly? For this scene. There's no time to waste. Let's move onward. Scarlet Mira. As we go on, eliminate everyone from Sanctus, including the one Ruho has spared. They have committed genocide against his Solis families, and now intend to bomb our city capital. Also, don't trust Yuho. Not only was he a former member of their group, but despite knowing what they've done, he still elects to spare them. I question how loyal he really is to us, but even so, he only joined us as a soldier recently. Okay, that's a different point of view. I appreciate that a character... Well, it creates a nice conflict between those characters supposedly on the same side. And also, well, it shows maybe too well how how much it doesn't really care about the enemy. Be careful around him. And you? Hey, what are you doing? Yuho. You can think of Yuho even if you are walking, okay? I'm sorry. Looks like we made it. Yeah. Looks like we can see clearly again. Jimmy must have gone further than we thought. They likely just let him through. It won't be so easy for us. I guess we got our work cut out for us. Anyway, it seems like Sanctus has come up with some new weapons. Look. It's a boulder. Yay. Dealing with those guys might be more trouble than it's worth. But that's where I come in. Maybe for a short time, but I can use my S abilities to stop their movement. Let me know. With shift. Well, I can just use the previous ability with the parallel process, right? Okay, another note I realized only now. The game is not showing their character. Honestly, if you would ask me the character of those characters, I couldn't really answer to you. Maybe it was shown before this part of the game, but still doesn't mean explaining or showing a character before means that you can cut flack later on just not showing any characteristic for the rest of the game. Oh, hi Michael! Zavarudo! Yeah, it's a Zavarudo time. Who should I call? Ghostbusters! Shiro. The solution here is Shiro. Never mind. It's not. Yeah, too many drones. Come here, Skype. Yay! The solution is Shiro. We can pass through. Oh wait, it's another dialogue here. King energy is strangling the castle itself. Our xenomachines, nanomachines you said, should be more than enough to deal with enemy. Xenomachines, so on. Seems like even they regret this too.
I did not expect to be broken like this.
If you need to use Starry Eyes ability, ask her first. Oh, we got through. We don't need ice ability.
Well, I did not
let's
expect
try
that.
it anyways, sure. 5 seconds are also a lot. I appreciate it. Oh wait, it's more than 5 seconds. There's also the animation. Also, you can just spam it right when it stops. So I don't see the point of it, honestly, because you just call it again. There should be at least a cooldown in it. I don't know anything, but just spamming it, because on paper it's a interesting concept and mechanic, but there should be a cooldown and there should be faster enemies.
Yeah, it's a common
I
bug.
wanted the conflict of interest between them. No, it makes sense. Well, I wouldn't say sense, but well, yeah, it fits with the character, and also interests.
It's common
conflicting
bug.
interests are usually a good plot point.
That event is. Hey, Ralph, should I give you like a link to the Twitch
The game is
stream?
stretching
I think I should.
I'm really team for having thrown a lot of events in the story.
Hold on. I should be able
Yeah, I
to.
appreciate this dungeon, but there are maybe too many dialogues before.
When that event is running, no new events can start, which includes
You don't
climbing.
expect the game to be broken like this. Well, the only problem is parallel processes. If there is a wait in a parallel process, the player can move in the meanwhile. And
I'll
even
give
if
you a link just in case.
sure, I don't remember. I think, yeah, even if you call another
bye.
common event with a parallel process, as long as it's the parallel process that starts it all.
Let me give
you
you
can
the
move while
link
there's
just
dialogue.
in case. Hold on. Yeah, there. All right.
Also, we show another trick with this, another issue that can cause right here with the spikes. How it's the game? It's weird because it starts in the middle of the game, the demo. And
Nano
for now,
machines.
starting from the middle of the game, you are missing some information and you're not used with the characters.
Yeah, but usually when you
We
want
are
to start
finally here with the
with a
gameplay.
flash
The
forward,
battles, unfortunately,
just to
are
give a small
pretty
hint of what's going on before
common
going on
and
with the action, but
basic.
trying to do an action.
But
opening
the
by keep
dungeon is
stuff
interesting.
to have a lot of
I like the
characters
dungeon.
talking.
Do you see that?
Hmm.
Spikes. Yikes. Yikes. We can get through thanks to those spikes. We have to force our way through. We can find another path. What do you mean other path? I can walk here. They go up and down! That's gameplay! Wait. Well, let me try something.
Oh, is he gonna break it with
Try,
the discussions again? Oh, he's gonna break it.
exploit,
Oh, is he gonna do
from-
it? Is he actually gonna break it?
This is actually something I inserted into one of my game intentionally. It's a game about breaking exploits. And let's see. Okay. This though doesn't work here because it's a event touch. But there are other situations in the where you can walk over other events while the parallel process is going. I use autorun. Well, this is for a parallel process for
That's also how you get suspense by them
getting,
talking in a sense of urgency. Yeah, that's kind of what I was
for carrying something. So
going
it
for when
needs to be
I was
on a parallel
making this
process.
because
The solution is not to
if
have ways
if it's kind of
or
iffy
to
now,
activate a switch
its
in the
first
parallel
draft
process
there was
to
like
call a
there was barely any
common event,
context and it was
autorun.
more kind of convoluted if I'm being honest. But if
Usually when you
if
want
I'm
to
trying
start
to
with a
look at things
flash forward
from the prospect of
Just to give a small hint of what's going before. Yeah, a small,
of a normal player going into this for like the first time, then this is a pretty good sample. Or technically the only sample that I have.
Because players like me sometimes
I can't
don't
believe
play
it's
the
been like
gameplay.
90 minutes. Oh, is he gonna
they
complete this
joke
in time?
game.
I did not expect. I didn't know like this. I don't even know if
Okay,
he's even gonna
Michael, thanks for
complete it in
coming.
time.
Nice adventure. Hacker route. Yeah, it was from the hacker route. Someone said exploits. Yeah, exploits
Because
indeed.
it's okay. It's the fourth one.
Apparently this castle
Then
contains
there's
many secret
another
passages.
cutscene,
They were put
and
in places
another
as
cutscene.
safe areas.
Then
How
another
ironic.
cutscene.
Okay.
Then you play
Explosions!
then you play
Yay!
someone else.
Exploits.
Then a potential boss fight. A potential second boss fight, and oh.
Okay, I will try this one. Okay, that was a nice use of the extra ability after all. Hello? And I'm using Tyree. Did you just hear that? Perhaps we just opened a way forward. Heh. Looks like you're good for something after all. I'm at my limit. Okay, that's another thing. Wait. I can't go there, right? Let me try. There's something wrong with the spikes. Probably it's because of the parallel process. Wait, what's wrong with the spikes? I think I broke something unintentionally this time. So move. No, not here. Elsewhere. Elsewhere. Can you move here maybe? Okay. No, damn it. I could use the other trick, but I don't want to exploit this much. Also, good Tyree, do your thing.
Uh-oh, go back.
Wait. Is it intended to be... No, I think it wasn't intentional to be frozen like this, right? I think it's another bug. Oh no, I can't remove it. No, no. Yeah, Tyree. No, I was freezing. This one might be tough. We just escaped. Yeah, I would suggest to have some sort of cleaning, a cleaner common event that removes effects like those every time you switch map. At least in the maps where you use it. Okay, let's go. Okay, way better. Raid! No, raid! What's wrong with them? Wait, and raid? What about raid? They haven't spared a single person. Just how many lives are they willing to take? Shiro, look at that gate upstairs.
So yeah, it's not as easy as they thought. Yeah.
We go there? Seems like we need a code to open it. No gets around either. Perhaps we could add that a guess. It's always 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Won't open. Too bad. We try to hear maybe. We try to listen. That makes all of them. Yummy, let's get started. Now is our chance. Follow me.
How many cutscenes? Okay, it's this cutscene. There's another one, and there's
Is everyone
okay.
ready?
There's 3 more cutscenes after this.
Let's do this.
There's 3 more cutscenes after this one.
It's time. Raise your crosses! It's a holy fight. I don't know what they are doing exactly. But they are doing it good. They are making some sort of ritual of the bomb, but that thing, right? Would you look at that? Seems like they started without me. Very well. Guess I'll play guard duty explosions. Oh no. Guess I'll play guard duty for the time being. They're still fighting!
Yeah. I kind of just needed
For how
them
long?
out of the way.
What is this? What is this? Yummy, you've done well. My son, what did you do? I won, Gustav. Soon the king and bomb will be dropped. This can be. What of Tyrese, Hero, and Ryuho? Get out of my way, Mason. Did you not hear me before, Gustav? I intend to kill you here and now. Did you know, Gustav? Within Sanctus lies an elite faction of soldiers called the Dominion. I like the name, a minion. Dominus?
The Espada, the Akatsuki.
Dominate. Not only is their strength exceptional, but we also have access to an unparalleled power. I can't waste time here. I need to stop them. Erosion path. We call this unparalleled power. Alter. It can be.
Yeah, you don't know anything about him, so it's like whatever.
They say some things, some effects, and well, dead maybe.
Is he dead?
His power level is over 9,000. Something happened. Well, that's not the problem of not knowing what
I think
the
that's what they
skills do.
can't. Yeah.
Okay, maybe they explained it once. I'm not even sure if that was that spell they explained. But yeah, without prior knowledge, it's just confusing. If I was doing a drinking game, I'd be called out at this point. We should do some drinking game of Crittypedia, maybe. An earthquake? I don't think so. Is this Sanctus doing? Yes, we are running out of time. King Vermilion! Ryuho. He's the ruler of Terrasperia, head of the Vermilion royal family. Beside him are his wife and daughter, Queen Mary and Scarlet respectively. This explanation is necessary? Okay, for the player now it is, but I don't think it's really time for the introductions, is it? I see you're still alive and well. I understand. Your Majesty, do you know what's happening? Sanctus wants to use a king and bomb to destroy our home. The Solis castle contains a concentrated amount of Keegan energy. Because the descendants, I don't think it's written like
Crap.
that.
That's
There is a
supposed to
high
send
amount
them
of Keegan energy when they pass away. Then, that's right, that's likely why they were ordered to massacre everyone in this castle. They amplified the Keegan bomb. And why are you still here talking? The whole royal family in one place. That's surefire way to put the entire line in jeopardy. Well, maybe they killed them before. I don't know. Yeah, no, that's really not a good idea at this point. So Mason is keeping Gustav at bay while his soldier prepare the Keegan bomb. Yeah, we know that. I don't really like when the game gives information that the player knows. This leaves me with no choice. We split up into two groups. We see the gate upstairs. I already checked it. There's a device that activates it, but it's located even further. Device? No, it's closed by a password. What do you mean?
Oh yeah.
Gustav and Meissen are most likely close by. I will go ahead. That's reckless. Meissen is far stronger than he used to be. Mother, please consider. We need to stop the king and bomb as soon as possible. Let me go instead. Enough. Mera, you will assist me. Scarlet will join Ruri, Otari, and Shiro in preventing the king and bomb from launching. You should hear it unlock. Do not waste any time. I understand. It's better this way. I can watch over him to see where its true loyalty lies. It's stupid to have a bomb that becomes more powerful when your subject die. What if there's plague and like 10k people die in the bomb and turning the entire continent into a crater. Well, everyone is dead anyways. No, I think they are activating the placing the bomb, which takes energy from the dead people. Okay, I unfortunately think I will stop here, even if I suppose we are close to the end. We go take the code and we go fight the guy above. But I was planning to play another game today, and I was thinking this game would last a maximum of 1 hour and a half. Well, again, it was 20 minutes, but without talking. With talking, it's even 1 hour and a little more, I suppose. So unfortunately, we need to pass on the other game, but we saw the most of this game. Again, though, this demo has the biggest problem of the demo is starting in medias res, which could be a nice way to narrate your game, but there are so many missing information. The player is not used with anything in the game. I think there should be a better place to start your game from. Like, for example, maybe from the start, even if the start is not too long with a long introduction. Or maybe from the start, but you cut the introduction and you put a small summary. Apart from that, or even the rest, I don't really liked it that much. The part that I liked were the dungeon. The dungeon was interesting. I wouldn't say unique, because I still had some... the puzzles were very simple, but I really like how... I really like the approach on the dungeon of this game. It's not a corridor or a maze. It's more rooms with different puzzles. So I see there is a lot of effort or thinking behind the dungeon. Well, at least it's not a generated dungeon without anything else and only random encounters. That's what I was trying to say. Also, the story could be interesting, but there is too many things going on. But unfortunately, I don't know if I can give a objective point of view, because I don't really like stories that are getting too much complex with that many names and factions.
Yeah, too many
okay, don't get me wrong. I like story-driven games with a lot of dialogue. I played the Steins Gate and Chaosed and the rest. But maybe the problem is the dialogue doesn't have any soul behind it. It's just information dialogue. Dialogue about... I think that's the main problem. The main part is just information dialogue. Okay, I get that being a story needs a lot of information dialogue, but it was plain information dialogue. Neither of those dialogue were makes you really feel the character of the person talking behind. You just have a dialogue that says what it needs to say. And so we have all the time a dialogue about, oh, this guy's alive, oh, okay, they killed it, oh, they're making a bomb, yeah, we are from family, what else, yeah, this Vermilion is coming, yeah, we try to kill them, yeah, we kill them, yeah, we stop. Yeah, the dialogue, unfortunately, is usually taken for granted, but dialogue is a vital part, a vital piece of every RPG. Well, almost every, of course. There could be RPG without a story, but now there is, and seems that's very story driven, this game. The dialogue needs to have an important vital part. Well, okay, on my part, I admit I'm getting a little fixated on having every dialogue count, but honestly, why shouldn't it be it? Every dialogue should count in a game. Every dialogue should be important in a way to help the player still be focused on the game and not get bored, I suppose. No, the full game won't start here. That's a weird option for making the demo here. I get the idea behind, but I don't really approve it, honestly. Another thing I said before, the battles were pretty simple. There is no game mechanic behind them. There is not a trailer speak, people talking in a way that injects exposition into everything and makes it harder to get a grip of the character personality. Yeah, you could give some information with the character, still by showing the player the characteristic, but requires a more complex way of writing, I suppose. I think we can add it as the last Wikipedia entry for this part of the stream. So, I like the term used by Zoro. Wait, trailer dialogue. Okay, here, perfect. A trailer speak, sorry. Okay, too many plot points. I don't think the plot points is the problem. It's more like there are too many information for the player that starts the demo. I think the problem will be less invasive if you play the previous part of the game, so in the full game. I would still think the main problem are the dialogues that with that many information can confuse a player. Less if they play the previous part, but still some dialogue is, or every dialogue doesn't show any sort of the character of the characters here, and you don't get that much involved from it. But again, unfortunately, as an indie developer or a solo developer, it's already hard to make the story, the maps, the battles, programming, everything, balancing. Also, they want us to be able to write. There's so much a single developer can do, but unfortunately, there's no way around it. So, I'm not the best at giving other suggestions, but yeah, the best way is just to continue making games. Of course, the game still has a good presentation of the main menu. Okay. Apart, well, from the AI enhanced portraits. Would be easier to comprehend if the sequence only had one main character, one supporting character and one villain interacting. Yeah, but at this point of the story there are more characters. Maybe though there could be less characters in the story overall. But yeah, there are definitely too many characters for a demo. Every dialogue should count, otherwise it can be cut. Yeah, that's something I fully agree with. You can cheat and make it so the scene in the preview is different. Okay, that could be a solution, but still the problem is in the writing of the dialogues. You should try to give information, but with some emotion behind. Yeah, I think that's the best way. But again, that's easy said and done, because finding a good way to present characters in that way is difficult. I myself having a lot of problems now to find arguments or scenarios for extra dialogues in my game. You can cheat to make a scene simpler? Okay. To account for the player's lack of context. Unfortunately, you have to rewrite the entire scene. At this point, it's better to start the game from the beginning. Okay. This was the first game of today. The second game is the Dark Substance, which is a way more... Okay, we can get a break from the dialogues because this game is, as I can see, mainly a gameplay focused one. So we can have some break on the dialogues here. Let's change the name.
What time is it?
Okay, also, just to not forget, we have the command name if you want to play the demo for yourself. See, yeah, creating new scenes for the demo is too much, for sure. It's better just to have a different scene, a different part of the game. Made from video games.
Okay, it is
I don't
3:51.
recognize any game.
And funny enough, I did get a lot of
There's
good
also
feedback.
Espanol. Was there also?
Start. This is as a long intro. Yeah, I guess. Like colors and furnishing of castle 8. Yeah, sure. But it's 3:51 right now. And I'm gonna have to get ready for an interview soon. Yeah. This is a pretty good time. All right then. With that done and over with, it's time to put the stream to an end. Either way, thanks for attending, Ralph, and I hope you have a nice day. Perhaps I'm gonna go back to the drawing board for the whole RPG Maker thing. I'll see if I can streamline the dialogue, and maybe make it easier to understand, because this is a pretty good sample that I can use. Maybe not. We'll see. But either way, thanks for your time, and have a nice goddamn day.